Welcome to our Digital Entrepreneur Live Talk. Get ready to be inspired, learn with us, and take action for the future God is preparing for you.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. We are back again for another episode of the Digital Entrepreneur Business Live Talk. And today we will be talking two topics that it's commonly asked questions. A lot of people asking this, and hopefully at the end of this live, we will give you clarifications or if hopefully you learn something that is valuable. But of course, before we dive into this topic, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Rosalind Adkins. I'm originally from Cebu, Philippines, based here in Maine, USA. Before I started the business, I was burned out of the daily grind. I was working three jobs per month: volunteer firefighter, fitness coach, and a full-time healthcare worker. I was working 72 hours a week in that full-time job. So it was hard, and I was still living paycheck to paycheck, no savings, because as a breadwinner, the bills here it keeps going up, and then the responsibility back home is also there was a lot of emergencies. So there was no breathe financially. It was daily grind, stuck of that same cycle. So I really prayed and I really asked God's guidance because I wasn't happy of how my life was going. So I don't have any business background. I was very shy, and I don't have any computer background. But of course, it's because of the training that we have here, the support, all the guidance that provided. I am able to launch this amazing business, and this business is slowly transformed my life, especially financially, help really. And now I am looking forward to achieve that time freedom and able to let go my full time and focus in this business. A lot of people achieve their goal and their dreams of having the mortgage free, able to petition their family back home and let go over 2 to 3 jobs. Of course, it's not overnight, but in the right time, and as their business starts generating, they are now living the best life. That it sounds too good to be true or it sounds impossible. But in this opportunity, nothing is impossible if you do the work and be coachable and willing to learn. So that's what I'm looking forward to, and I could see the potential here. It's huge, and hopefully our goal here is to help a lot of people as well transform your life. It transform hundreds and thousands of people across the globe. So who knows that what your life will one of these like us, will slowly really enjoying the life of living the best life with no alarm clock and not worrying about finances. So stay tuned, and now let's give a chance to Sister Teresa to introduce herself, give a little bit of her why, and also what she's looking forward into this business. Hi sis, thank you so much for joining this live.
Thank you, sis. I know everyone. Hello, everyone. We're back again in our daily episode, Digital Entrepreneur Business Live Talk. And I know it's been a while we didn't do go live, but we're still here. We're just have our personal, and we are busy, and that's the life of ours. As a business owner and a full time worker. We have things that we need to get done. But we're still here. We're here to share this opportunity. But before we dive into our topic, my name is Teresa. I'm originally from Misamis Occidental, Philippines, and I've been living here in Pennsylvania, USA for almost 20 years. Um, I work as a full-time job as a forklift driver here in a pet food company. And then for that's the biggest reason why I venture this online business because I want my time freedom. Before found this business, I was really struggling to how I can get my time back. One thing I realized that when I was really sick, and then also when the time that I cannot really go back to the Philippines, and visit my family, and as an immigrant, that's what we always want to is like we can visit once in a while in our country, wherever you came from. So that's that for me. That's like it's hard if you don't have limited vacations. You have to work a lot of years in the corporate job just to earn those weeks. Ang hirap talaga. And I'm not like I'm still grateful to have this full-time job, because it's paying my bills. I help my family back home, and also I have food in the table. And but sometimes we have to think also that it's not really enough for us just to clock in and clock out, or spending another hours, maybe 12 hours, 16 hours in a day just to get extra money. And that's the time I realized that maybe there's some way that I can really like change that cycle, because it's been I've been working in almost 19 years in the corporate job, and just the same cycle. There's no growth, there's no progress, there's no you don't own anything, when you're just working and somebody else. So that's why the reason I ventured this online business, because I realized, if I can do something that really owns me, that in the future, while I'm still working as a full-time job, I can uh, get this business, on my own time. And then in the near future, I can harvest this, and I get all this my time freedom that I was dreaming for. And it's not hard to start something as long as you have that goals, or why you want to start the business and why you want to achieve that time freedom. You can really change something, or you can really start something new, even though you're not really sure what you want to do. And this is what here in this opportunity that we found in this online inline space, this opportunity, lahat po ay we can really run this or launch this business, because that's the first thing we have is we have a community support, and all the system that we have here is really can you can really learn something here. You just cannot just join, and then you cannot. There's always a support to help you run this business. So I hope, guys, that if you see our go live, we see our posting in the social media. I hope you can take a look or check out this opportunity, kasi po hindi lahat in the online space is a scam. And
Yeah.
then if you need to like try and take action before you decide that this is a scam or not, before you saying some negative, because sometimes you have to get that steps first before you decide and before you say something about about the business. So I hope you guys can learn something from us, and I hope you can look at this business for a chance to change your situation.
That's right. Thank you so much, sis. And yes, I always said that you cannot judge the book by its cover, because in our workshop, what you can get is the basic or the highlight information of the books. It's not really the entire informations. But if you want to dive deeper and see the opportunities, that's where you proceed to the next steps. But we will be talking that today. First, let's dive into the first topic. So, what if I'm not good at selling? So, ano pong masasabi mo dito, sis? Especially, like, kumbaga, if you, based on your experience now and compared before, dati when you found this business, is this ever come up into your mind? What if I'm not good in selling? This is business. When it comes to business, it involves.
So, yes, when I found this business, the first thing I asked, like, do I want to do I need to sell something in online? And then no, you don't have anything to sell in the online. What you do is you share your information. So for me, first thing I don't like is especially selling products. I don't have that skills or facing to people door to door. So for me, when I said that you don't have to sell products or something like that in this when I found this own business, that for me it was like a relief, because I'm not really good on selling. So for us in here, it's different. This is not a traditional business that we're dealing. It's different because what we do here is we have the system that does everything. We can dive in that in the next question, but the here is just like you just have to share your journeys, share your stories, why you start the business in the first place. That's what we have here, sharing your experience. Then you can answer questions. How about the business? So it's not like you have to talk to people every single time when they ask question or when they ask about the business. There's always this system will always guide you. And also we have the system that just the first thing you're gonna ask the person is, how did you find us? So that's how you're gonna like, how did you, if you look at our pages, we don't really sell anything. You just, what we share is the shared opportunity. And and also we always show up consistent in our business, because that's our store, all the pages that we have in the social media. So that's all we do here, just share our experience and share our story.
Yes, totoo yan. At saka alam mo din sis, no, is that um, it is normal na maisip talaga agad-agad na selling kasi pagdating sa business that comes with selling. Lahat po ng entrepreneur that involves selling. So, kumbaga selling of properties, selling of buildings, lahat po yan. But dito po is we do have high ticket and high quality products. But we don't focus on that. We have a system itself that we are promoting, our automation system that built in here that proves that is working talaga kasi it creates a lot of millionaires in this business. But yeah, we are not focusing on the product. We are focusing on sharing the system, our stories, and get people inspired of what's possible uh, of earning. Like, kasi totoo yan, meron talagang options na kumita ka kahit hindi mo nag-main focus of selling. Kasi, kumbaga, we share our lifestyle. We share the automation, the business system itself. We are sharing it online. So, and that's what people getting curious about. Alam mo, yun din ang inquire sa akin sis, yung bagong magjo-join sa business, no, is that the system, she get encouraged the system that when I mentioned that it works 24/7, kahit busy ka, pwede kang magkaroon ng business. Kahit natutulog ka, the business is working for you in the back end because of our automation, na hindi talaga kami tie sa computer or cellphone namin. Meron kaming automation na will send you emails every day, will reminds you to attend our live webinar. Yun po. At saka kagandahan is meron po tayong system na doon talaga doing the heavy lifting for us. Yung shipping, your inventory, your paying us, di ba? Lahat yan do in the back ends. So, yan po ang hindi alam ng karamihan na kasi pag business selling yan. But we are not focusing. Feel free to scroll down on our social media. You could never see products in there, but you could see is that we are promoting the business system itself and our life story, our biggest why we started something. So I hope that helps, that yes, our business is not focusing on selling, but we do have high ticket and medical graded products that comes in the business. So thank you, sis, and hopefully a lot of people can that clarifies for whoever is curious about. Now let's dive into our next topic. So a lot of people curious about why do I need to pay the 149 US dollars. So guys, when we invite you to watch the free workshop, when we said Google our website in front of the screen or go to our website, register your valid name and email so the system will know who will be your mentor. Tapos, yung workshop na yan, meron kaming 90 minutes live webinar, meron kaming 20 minutes recording. It's a basic informations about the business. Kasi, alam nyo guys, lahat naman siguro na makikita mo sa social media, ang first yan, ang front line yan na makikita mo, highlight yan sa business. It could be 10 to 20 minutes, it could be 90 minutes live or whatever, how long, the free. If you want to proceed to the next steps to have all the informations that you need, meron yang one-time membership or meron yang subscription. Sa amin, walang subscription. We have one-time membership fee of 149 US dollars. Once you proceed, that's 100% refundable within 30 days. You will have access to our 3 hours pre-coaching videos that explains everything about the business, explains our tools, the marketing tools, our automation, company products and company partnerships, and then the community support. You will be invited to our community of almost 300,000 members globally. You could see all the successful people, how their journey, and how we celebrate every success, small or win, or small or big wins. You will see that, and you have to make a decision if you want to proceed or not. So that's why that 149, because in this way, it filters whoever are serious about. Kasi marami naman, yes, ang magko-comment, magtatanong, mga bashing, hindi naman seryoso. We are not looking for that kind of people. When it comes to one-time membership fee, it filters who are serious, who are really looking for opportunity that could change your life. Always remember guys, hindi lahat. Kaya nga sinasabi na hindi lahat ng Pinay sa Amerika, hindi lahat ng Pinay na nasa abroad mayaman. Kasi hindi naman lahat action taker, hindi naman lahat risk taker, hindi naman lahat gustong mag-get out of their comfort zone. If you are, kung lahat lang gustong mag-jump in, pero hindi lahat na may ganyan ka-strong to start something. Kadalasan afraid of what if this is not gonna work. What if I fail? Lahat po ng what if I don't see any result. Lahat ng what if. That will stop you where you are. That stop you from achieving something, from proceeding and finding your way out of that daily grind. Pero, what if i-reverse mo? What if maraming magjo-join? What if I will succeed? What if this is the door for me to achieve time freedom and financial freedom? What if this business will give me more than I am worth? Because in jobs, we are getting paid hourly. If you have the mentality of what I am worth more than I work, then that job is not for you. You deserve something that you could call yourself, because this business is our own. We are independent entrepreneurs. We control our time. We control and operate whenever we have time. But the important part is we stay consistent. So that's what 149 US dollars, because hindi po lahat ang deserve na may access sa 3 hours free coaching videos namin. So if you are just, oh, bakit hindi nyo pinapakita lahat? Hindi ka nga manood ng 5-minute flashback ng advertise, manood ka ba ng 3 hours? So hindi lahat. That's why. Anong masasabi mo dito, sis? Marami kasi din tayong, di ba, mga inquiries.
Yeah, just one thing you have is like, why we have to pay 149 just to get information. So like for us, it's just like an entry into the system. Like we have this free live webinar that we have happening every Tuesday and Thursday, but like you mentioned, it's only a highlights of the business. But if you're serious on getting your changing your situation, you can pay 149, but just to remember on this, if someone is not willing to invest a small amount in their own growth, how you think how serious they are about changing their situation. So just remember that, like if you want to change that, you have to step and I follow the process. And 149 is nothing compared to if you want to start something traditional. You probably paying 1,000 just to get into the information, and without even not having a support from the company, from the business, or you probably don't have a community support when you join that business. But having this one here in our community, once you pay that 149, you will know everything. You have nothing to lose. All you need is you gaining information about the business. You're gaining the community support, and also how you gonna start the business. That's 149 alone. That's not in that's like really cheap. You can pay a branded bags. We have no question. But then if you wanna this opportunity, yeah, yeah, you will change your situation in the future. Then you always ask the question. You always they have second thought of paying that 149, because and then we're not gonna be, if you don't really want this business, 149 is refundable before you doing your coaching, if you're doing your strategy call. So you really have nothing to lose when you
Yes.
step on this opportunity and paying 149 just to if this business is really for you. Because if you don't do it, like if you just like watch the webinar and you don't really understand and you're not doing anything, you think you cannot really change your situation that way. You have to take action and then follow the steps towards it. And then if, like you mentioned, it's refundable and within 30 days.
Yes, at saka alam mo din sis 'no, marami kasi din tayong mga bashers dito. Kumbaga yung magko-comment ng mga negative, always remember guys, 5 years, 3 years, 5 years from now, we will be on top and letting go of our full time. And you will be still bashing us. Hindi tayo maman sa pagbabash ng ibang tao. We know deep inside kung anong ginagawa namin dito. We know deep inside what we are doing. That's why we're showing on social media. We're doing lives because we want to get out of the daily cycle. And always remember, we have the energy. We are stronger than you are bashing because you are there bashing us, hiding behind our shadows, and we are here coming out of the shadows of opportunities to other people and helping others. We are helping a lot of people across the globe. So we do appreciate your time dropping up and a lot of comments in our ads, social media, but always remember, this is our business. We do what we want. And in that 149, I want to clarify, we don't earn commissions if that's what you expect. The 149 is 100% refundable. Lahat po yan ng mga opportunities that you see online. Meron yang subscription or one-time membership fee. In ours is one-time membership fee that's refundable within 30 days, and you will have access and you will be welcome into our community and then learn what this business is all about. So, sa mga washers, stay doing what you are doing and you will be stay where you are until pumuti yung buhok mo. So, hopefully that helps, Sister Teresa. And I love the way how you said, wala pong mawawala sa'yo because refundable po yan. And then, it's really, kung sa akin, sis mo, I'm so grateful for this opportunity kasi grabe yung 149 natin. Covered yan ng train marketing tool, yung automation, community support, lahat-lahat po covers. Kalain mo kung mag-build ka your own, it costs you probably 60 to 80,000 yourself. Building your sales funnel alone, that is a lot of money. But thank God to our leaders here who create and help us to build something because it did change a lot of people's life. So always remember, guys, if nothing changes in the next 3 to 5 years, will you be okay? Yung bashers namin dito ngayon, in 3 to 5 years right now, you will be still be bashing us. Will you be okay with that? In your situation, sometimes you are bashing us because you are miserable of your own life. It's not because you are seeing us bothering you on your screen because you can always scroll up, scroll down, or block us. But instead, you wasted your time dropping comments in our live streaming and focusing on what we are doing here. So at least you pay attention. So thank you. So thank you so much, Sister Teresa. And guys, if you're interested to learn more about how this business really works, um, simply Google to our website. Hopefully, the two important questions that help you understand what we're talking about. What if I'm not good at selling? Always remember you are not selling anything here. We are sharing the system itself, our stories, and our experience, and how we help people. And then we are, why do I need to pay the 149 US dollars? We also cover that. It's because we, in this way, we filtered people who are really serious and looking for an opportunity. And you will have access to that 3 hours pre-coaching videos that explains everything about the business, kung paano kami kumita, the products and company partnership, the automation, and the be welcome in our community. You will see everything in the steps. So the first steps for you to do is to register your name and email and watch the workshop. If you like the opportunities, then proceed to the next steps or reach out to us, and we will be happy to guide you and walk you through this amazing opportunity. Is there anything you want to add on, sis, before we end this live?
Yes, we can invite you guys to our free live webinar that happens every Tuesday and Thursday, 5 p.m. PST or 8 p.m. AST. So first thing you do is register your name and email address to our website that you see in our screen, and and join the live webinar. But if you are busy, we have a 20 minutes replay video that you can watch your own time, your own pace. But the one good thing with that, when you join the live webinar, you can really ask the question directly to the presenter. You know, if you're really curious of this business, yeah, I'm just encourage you to attend one of our live webinar, and it's not really cost you a lot of time. You know, that really helps you. You know, be curious to this business.
That's right. Thank you so much, sis, and thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Take care. What I love about this digital business is that we have step-by-step training. It's global, and also we have automated system that operates 24/7.
I love that the digital business is global, it's automated, it's flexible, no need for inventory, and I love that it's very scalable and the lucrative income is phenomenal.
My digital business gives me the peace of mind that one day my plan B will become my plan A.
We earn money passively online while spending time with family.
My digital business allows me to purchase the newest device on the market, thanks to.
And the best part is, even as I'm speaking to you right now, our digital business is still running, earning passively for us 24/7. It never stops.
So what I love about this business is that the huge earning potentials, and we do not have to recruit people because we use that tested and proven automated system, so right people comes to us.
We joined the business because we want to be out of the rat race of living paycheck to paycheck.
Working 2 jobs is really tiring and physically demanding. Thanks to this digital business that allows me to work anywhere.
The reason why I started this business is because I have a goal of retiring my husband early. And also,
what I love about this business is the automation system that's work for me 24/7. Wherever I go,
I love that this business is flexible and automated. I can do what I love most. Look after my.
I joined this business because I want the flexibility that I can work anytime, anywhere, and my business runs in the background for me 24/7.
What I love about this business is the automation, and
I want to build a legacy now so that I can pass it on to my children in the future.
It's the automated system, the flexibility and portability. I can work anytime and anywhere I want to.
What I love about this business is I can earn extra income.
With my digital business, I work smarter, not harder, anywhere and anytime. I chase.
What I love about the business is the automation. It provides results while you are sleeping, while you're spending time with your family, and while you're out and about.
The step-by-step video-based training that they provided me
and also the fantastic.
Because of this business, I was able to resign from my stressful job and now enjoying my time with my family and building my own business.
Working 24/7 non-stop. How amazing is that? And we have this beautiful community who is willing to help you to be successful in this business. You're not alone. So come,
and we are proud digital business owners. Hooray!